First of all, as a Prabhari Director of these regions, let me convey my greetings for this new year 2019 to you and all your family members. As this particular workshops is aimed for brainstorming, training, as well as taking a feedback to streamline the examination systems, both the examination process as well as the paper corrections mechanism. I think by now we all understood, or rather it's the wisdom of teacher and all academic leader, starting from how to formulate questions and how to check the answer. Despite of practicing this for decades, first and foremost, mistakes we are doing, that is, yes, totaling. And maybe, I am sorry to mention here that we are not able to even concentrate on what marks we have given inside and bringing the same marks in the front page. So my humble submission, suggestion and warning, please practice it from today itself. Those who are in this business, means those who are fortunate to get the CBSE assignment, or those who are simply curtailing their vacation to engage in this business, for all of them, this mistake cannot be tolerated. And as Secretary Sir has already mentioned, we are dealing with the student future, not our future. Our future is already set. So, no kind of compromisations is possible. Because some way, the conditioning of our mind, it reflects in the answer script checking. Now, first and foremost, we discourage creative answer because it is not present in the marking scheme. How honest we are. There are two words, many a place you read. One is integrity, another is honesty. So integrity is testing your truth, what inside, and honesty, showing you truth to others. So here, I think, both the things need to be introspect, and then this kind of corrections mechanisms will be a systematic one. Of course, there are three aspects. Two aspects is already mentioned by Secretary CBSE related to this today's less % of variation. Third aspect is the same paper checker might have checked these answer script this year. So this is the third aspect. So already you have seen this answer. So maybe due to that also variation may be minimum. It's good, variation should be minimum. But at the same time, discussion is essential. So whenever any of the teacher get a creative answer for 5 or 10 minutes, you can request head examiner to announce break. Maybe that can be discussed for 5 minutes, and based on your opinion, you can award mark whether it is there in the marking scheme or forget about the marking scheme for time being. And that option is very much there. There is a footnote in the marking scheme, but nobody bothered to read. So this year, Honorable Chairpersons as well as Controller has categorically mentioned that this footnote will be now a top note as a head note, so that creativity we are killing right from the class 1 when they entered and we introduced some examinations. Many, of course, not all schools, many schools. Shahuji has rightly mentioned the uniqueness of the schools. And one of the uniqueness also, it is creating the creativity. Stopping the creativity and stopping the curiosity. We are not allowing our student to ask question. And if anybody asks, it is restricted to 5 or 10. Or maybe sometimes 1 or sometimes nil. So we are aiming for activity-based learning or experiential learning. But majorly we are focusing on the completion of CBSE syllabus, especially from class 9 to 12. I think, again, the best cases need to be seen within the country, as well as whatever best practice you are doing in your platform in the name of curriculum transactions, that should be shared among the neighboring schools. And that platform is already there. But how far it is utilized, I have a strong doubt. Shahodaya network need to be re-energized. And training component, as one of the head examiner has rightly mentioned, yes, this kind of training, even CBSE also plans occasionally, and that too also we started from the last year. But our subject-specific training are very much there. But if we look into the attendance, we have to request you, our COE in charges are just, they have to send a letter, they have to call you, and then only आप दया करके जब भेजेंगे तब ट्रेनिंग होगा. ऐसा सिचुएशन क्यों है? Why the training requirement does not reflect in your day-to-day program? So these platforms I am using, I am requesting you all, you find out the lacuna of your teacher every year based on whether the curriculum transaction, paper setting and paper checking and other extracurricular activities. Based on that, you identify, you as an academic leader, you identify what training needs for that individual and as a whole for the school. Look into the list available in the CBSE website, whether CBSE is fulfilling those requirements. If not, immediately call your COE in charge. I require this kind of training for my teacher, but it is not there in your list. Can you do it? If they refuse, then you can go to XYZ, any organization. But if they are not refusing, then you must stick to COE, plan it, because the resource persons also, again, somebody from Calcutta comes to Bhubaneswar, somebody from Delhi comes to Bhubaneswar, or somebody from Bhubaneswar go to Raipur. So this kind of arrangement, because you are the leader, you are the subject expert, you are the paper setter, you are the paper checker. Then why so tension? And why we are simply giving a burden of tension to our stakeholder, both student and parents. And many a times we forget to involve the parents. So some kind of mechanisms is required, and wherever school is doing nicely, effectively related to this area, please share with us. And I think you might have seen the board has requested for the best case. Best case, whether it is primary, secondary, senior secondary, wherever, whatever way you are doing. And again I am requesting you, you also look into this year national awardee, their innovation in teaching learning process. MHRD has already filmed them. So that film is very much available in the MHRD website. Please try to enjoy this film and try to extract the finer points in your institute. As far as this institute is concerned, this is my second visit, but some of the finer things as a team we have just seen right before entering to this room is really amazing. So I think after lunch, I will request you to visit this campus, and whatever the best practices you like, you can look into, you can plan, you can tell your management. And similarly, board is planning for a workshops maybe in the after the exams and all, where such a best practice will not only invite, will also invite maybe in Delhi, maybe in some Mela ground where you can showcase this kind of best practices for the other schools of the country. We'll invite all our 21,000 schools, and even we may like to invite the state government schools also to look into our best practices. So these best practices will be effective only when we are confident on our curriculum transaction and paper checking. And this year, our Honorable Chairperson's message is zero error and zero tolerance. So error, we all understand. Tolerance also last year, already Secretary has mentioned related to the fine and other things. So, again I am requesting you, please identify your best teacher, relieve them, not only for the paper checking, also tell us these are your best teacher and they can be our prospective resource persons. You can involve in the study material development, best pedagogical development. So, it is up to you to identify and share the list with us. Paper checking is only one of the exercise which definitely we want them to carry out, but beside that, lot many are in the baskets, and this will help them, both you as well as your teacher, at least one recognition, that is CBSE Teacher Award and CBSE Best Principal Award. And maybe we are planning to increase the number of Best Principal Award also. So very soon, it may also be in reality. Thank you very much, and with all my best wishes to all stakeholders of these regions. In the examination process, starting from the day one, no compromise. Timing should be seen properly. Also, this envelope cutting to envelope packing, and of course, this today's training session. Thank you once again to this school management and you all as coming here within very short notice. Thank you to you as well as your all school management.